All right. Well, here we are again. Welcome back to Dunkirk Dunes. So this is U.S. turn 6, and really the Axis are running away with this game. Japan is right on the edge of collecting 100 IPCs a turn. Germany is way up there too. They're up around 70, 80 something. It's ridiculous. But we're going to play the rest of it out because that's what we got to do. And we'll have fun with it anyway. So US has 81 to spend. And here's what I'm going to go ahead and purchase. A transport, an artillery, an airbase, and a carrier. That's 42. And a transport and an artillery. That's 11. And then a fighter and 2 destroyers. That is, 26. I think that adds up to 79. And so I believe I would have 2 to carry over for next turn. So just put the 2 here, 2 to carry over. I think I spent 79 and I had 81. So moves. So might as well start over here. So no real surprise what's going on here. So we've got the U.S. fleet here off Iceland. What we're going to do is we're going to take these 3 transports, are going to go 1, 2 into 125, and they are going to bring these 9 ground units with them. So we've got, these are improved transports, so they can carry 3 units each, where one's an infantry. Okay. So there's, and then don't forget these are little trucks. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we've got 9 ground units landing in Norway. And so we've got our 3 transports here. Okay. And obviously they're doomed. You see the Germans closing in on them as fast as they can. The rest of the fleet is not going to follow. What they're going to do is non-combat move. They're going to come down 1 into 117, 2 into 106, where this lone German destroyer is sitting. So we're going to have these guys come on down here. I'm just thinking if I want one of these subs to stay for now. I'm going to think about that for a minute while I do this. So he's going to defend with a 2. I would have 2 2s and a 3. I think I will do it that way. I think I'll do it that way. So I'm going to have 2 2s and a 3 against that German destroyer there. Okay, so that's battles on this side. And then over on the other side, here's what we're going to do. So the cruiser transport carrier in 54, leaving from a naval base, the transport's going to pick up those 2 mechanized infantry that are there in Queensland. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 up into Marianas, and there is no defender there in the Marianas. He's going to land those guys right there in the Marianas Islands. Okay. And then these guys are also coming over there. 1, 2, 3. The fleet that's in 26 off Hawaii, he's also coming over there. So all of this is coming into, we'll just do this here. Sea Zone 22. Our two little trucks are on the Marianas Islands. Okay. And this fleet as well. Whole thing coming over to 22. And the transport that's coming from Hawaii is going to bring the 2 artillery. And because he is an improved transport, he can do that. Land them on Marianas Islands as well. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and flip this because it's kind of getting in the way. All right. So I think that's kind of currently what we've got there. And then I think those are, I think the rest is non-combats. I'm just looking at my markers here. I think everything else is non-combat. So the only thing we really have to roll is this little Sea Zone 106, the pesky sub there, or sorry, destroyer. So I'm going to come in then with 2 2s and a 3, and the defense is 1 out of 2. All right, so here's the attacking roll. 2 2s and a 3. So a sub attacking at a 2, a destroyer at a 2, and a cruiser at a 3. All right, we got the 1 hit that we need. There it is. Okay, and the destroyer defends at a 2. He also got a hit. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here, I can either lose the sub or I could damage the carrier. Anyway, this guy's gone. I'll think about that for a little while. As far as non-combats go, what we're going to have now, I'm tempted to just damage the carrier. I might just do that for now. I may change my mind, but at least for now, let's call it that. Okay. And then as far as non-combats go, these 2 fighters on Iceland are just coming to land in London. Okay. And then this submarine that's still up in 123 can go 1, 2, 3 down into 101. Just thinking about my options here. I may, instead of flying both of those down there, I think I might fly one of them to Nova Scotia. It would be 1 into 123, 2, 3, 4. He can totally make it. He's got plenty. Just thinking out loud here. Okay. I may change that again, but for now, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So the rest of what we've got here, so the strategic bomber is going to be designated as an air transport, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He left from an air base. Landing in the Philippines, bringing these 2 infantry with him. Okay. And then the fleet here that's in C-Zone 10 is going to go ahead and set sail. Come on down here to C-Zone 26, Hawaii. The 2 transports are coming down, and they can each bring 2 artillery and 2 infantry total. 2 artillery and 1 infantry each. So there we go, that's that. Okay. I think I've moved essentially everything I have here. Okay. Oh. 2 of these fighters are gonna non-combat move into the C-Zone, C-Zone 6. And this is a BBR loophole, so to speak. But you'll notice there is a shipyard in C-Zone 6. I've got a minor factory there in Korea, and technically, according to the rules, I can build a carrier there. And so that is what I'm going to do. And these 2 guys are going to land on that carrier. Other builds, so I'm going to build a transport there. That's unit number 2. And then I'm going to build an artillery. That's unit number 3. I'm going to place an air base there, which doesn't use a unit out of the factory. I just place that where I want. The other units, so I've got a transport, 2 destroyers, and a fighter. These are all going to get built over in the eastern U.S. factory. So we've got 1, 2 destroyers there, transport there. Just still thinking about where I want to non-combat move that sub. 2, a 3, a 4, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna leave it as I've got it. I think that's okay. 2 2s and a 4. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. All right. So, take that out of there. Okay, so I guess what we have as far as income tracker goes, so Norway was worth 3, so US is on 55, that'll take them up to 58. And I could be wrong, VK, you tell me if I'm wrong. I've got Germany on 60, that would move them down to 57, where they lose Norway. I think that's correct. Marianas isn't worth any IPCs. And just toying with whether I also want to... Yeah, I think what I've got there is what I want to do. I think that's a done deal. Okay. So let's just do recap. Might as well start over on this side since this is where we are. Actually, let's do income first. So we're at 57 on the tracker. These are the bonuses I traditionally have been getting. The one I'm not going to get this time is 5 for building 2 units on the West Coast. I didn't build anything on the West Coast this time, so I'm still going to get 5 for East Coast, 5 for Alaska, Aleutian, Hawaiian, Johnston, and Line Islands, 5 for Mexico, Southeast Mexico, Central America, and West Indies, and 5 for Philippines. So I'm getting 20 bonus, and I'm 57 on the chart, plus I carried over 2, so that's 57, 77, so 78, 79. So I'm going to have 79, so here's 60, 70, 5, 6, 7, and then I already had 2 over here, 8, 9. So I've got 79 to spend next turn. Okay, let's do recap. So Western U.S., I have an infantry and 2 anti-aircraft guns. C-Zone 26, I have a battleship, 2 subs, 2 improved transports. On Hawaii itself, I have 4 artillery and 2 infantry. In the Marianas Islands, I have, actually on the island itself, I have 2 mechanized infantry and 2 artillery. In C-Zone 22, I have aircraft carrier, I've got a cruiser, I've got 3 destroyers, 4 submarines, 1 transport. I don't know if I said another carrier with 2 fighters on it. You can see in the picture there what I've got. If I missed anything, sorry. C-Zone 6, I've got a carrier with 2 fighters on it and a transport. Korea itself, I have an infantry, 2 artillery, 3 fighters, in addition to the Soviet units that are there. I believe there are 8 Soviet infantry, 1 Soviet artillery, and 2 Soviet anti-aircraft guns. Philippines, I have 8 infantry and an air transport. I think that's it for the Pacific side. If you go over here, so in Norway, I have 3 infantry, 2 tanks, 2 artillery, and 2 mechanized infantry. C-Zone 125, I have 3 improved transports. C-Zone, well, let's see, first let's do London. I've got 1 fighter. C-Zone 106, I've got a damaged carrier, a cruiser, a destroyer, a submarine, and in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, I have 1 fighter. In C-Zone 101, I have a transport, 2 destroyers, and a submarine. In Eastern U.S., I have 2 infantry and artillery, 2 anti-aircraft guns, and a fighter. And I think that does it. Guys, thanks for watching. This has been a fun game, but very frustrating to play against VK and Moffett Field. They are just incredibly good. But it's been fun all the same. So, on to UK. Thanks for watching.